beep, 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 beep. Welcome to the court of the Edijester. How are we all? I've been teaching today, so it's been great to see the peeps. It's a cold and miserable Saturday evening, but here I am to cheer you up with news. We have some news. Can you believe it's this close to Christmas? Dear God. Be careful if you're restarting your computers today. Windows done a bloody update. Always makes me nervous. But that's just me. Let's move on. Women's Rights Network. Wales Women's Rights Network are bringing something very important to our attention. And it behoves us to see what's going on. So in great big lines, great big alphabetical letters, as you can see there, here we go again in capitals. Here we go again. The Welsh Government have released their voluntary diversity and inclusion guidance for political parties. The consultation closes on the 7th of January 2025. And they've then got a link that you can follow, which unfortunately it looks to me like it's been changed since it was put on, but they may have put that right by now. It's the draft diversity and inclusion guidance for registered political parties, and it's in HTML. Okay, so you can read it. Now, the guidance there is split into three parts for political parties: publication of a strategy, collection of data, and quotas for women candidates. For obvious reasons, we are particularly interested in part 3. Women's Rights Network will know I'm not a fan of quotas in any format whatsoever, but let's see where we're going with this, and then you can make up your own mind by going and exploring the tweet, the links of which, as usual, are in the dubris. Okay, so part 1, guidance for political parties about developing, publishing, implementing, and regularly reviewing strategies for local and national Welsh elections. Part 2, guidance for political parties standing candidates at Senate elections about collecting, collating, and publishing diversity information relating to candidates and elected members. I wish they'd stop all this. Part 3, guidance for political parties standing candidates at Senate elections on voluntary quotas for women. It is then noted by the Wales Women's Rights Network the guidance refers to specified characteristics which go beyond the Equality Act 2010. How many times have we said this? Companies that are going beyond the 2010 Act, anybody going beyond it is doing a really foolish thing, right? You don't go beyond the law in this respect. So sex is referred to within this and is linked to the Act. However, this section relates only to parts 1 and 2, strategy and data, not quotas for women. Now, you can read this again, go and have a look, understand, got to get the message out about what's going on in Wales, but you can guess what that means when it says not quotas for women. Well, when we move down, you can see it says, it means that political parties can claim their candidate quotas contain a minimum of women, and this can mean, well, anything at all. Imagine my surprise. So the gusset fumblers get a free pass when it comes to getting in on it in women's quotas in Wales. Is that what they're doing in Wales now, is it? Yep, support your local gusset fumbler. It looks to me like that's what they're doing. It does, it really does. I'll look forward to hearing from you. We've been here before with their gender quotas bill, which had no legislative competence at all. Self-ID in Wales has been defeated, for now any rate. The scrapping of the gender quotas bill concludes what has been an embarrassing and shoddy episode in the history of the Welsh Senate. So that's an embedded tweet there. You can see from September the 16th, and you can follow that part of the story as well. A reading of part 3, which is the meat and potatoes here, shows it is riddled with references to gender over and over again. Sex is not mentioned at all. No definition of women either. No link to the Equality Act 2010. As you can see there, part 3, guidance for political parties standing candidates at Senate elections on voluntary quotas for women. It's frustrating, says Wales Women's Rights Network, that Welsh Government have learned little from the disaster of the gender quotas bill. They are still on the gender ideology train and think no one will notice. The gender quota bill is undemocratic, unfair, and discriminatory. Again, further links to more information that you can explore to see what's happening to women in Wales. Of course, it should be noted, Wales Women's Rights Network sends here, it's voluntary guidance, for now. But if political parties claim that they have a minimum of women candidates, then as the guidance stands, these could in fact be men. This is likely given the policy position of Welsh Labour and the manifesto stance of Plaid Cymru. We'll have much more to say on this consultation, and we will be ensuring a full response. We encourage everyone to read through the documents and submit your views during the consultation period. So a call for help there, it can be anybody can respond. It's an open consultation, a call for help there that I hope you will take. And please do follow Wales Women's Network, which is at WRN Wales, who are going to keep an eyeball on this and will keep us informed via their Twitter account. Whack-a-mole. Is that what it feels like to me, playing whack-a-mole? That's all it is. Started with the new Warrior Teachers. They're great. You going to come and join us in February? Start thinking. I'm going to be bothering you after this bloody debacle that is Christmas. Other than that, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And I shall see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye then.